Hello, hello, hello.
Hello and welcome to this week's L&L Football Predictions, where we're going to look ahead to the weekend's fixtures and see what we think will happen.
Yes, starting with West Ham versus Crystal Palace.
Yeah, could be a tough one to call.
West Ham great against Tottenham last week. Unfortunate collapse.
They were very unlucky. It's at home. So you'd say probably West Ham, but Palace have been good and they bring surprises under Alan Pardew.
Yeah,
I'm going to
Juve's
go
side.
with a 1-1 draw.
I'm going to go with a cheeky 2-1 West Ham win at home.
Cheeky 2-1 West Ham win. Okay.
Yeah. Burnley versus Swansea.
Burnley versus Swansea. Swansea were excellent to come back last weekend against Man United.
They're going to be full of confidence. It pains me to say it, but they will be. Burnley a little bit down on their luck at the moment.
They are, yeah.
But they did do very
produced a
well
battling point
against Chelsea last weekend, so could be a tough game. Burnley at home. I'm actually going for a 1-1 draw here.
I'm going to say 2-0 Swansea.
Okay. Manchester United versus Sunderland. Sunderland have been very poor, got one win in their last 7.
You'd have to favour you.
Yes.
I think,
What, me? Am I going to take on the entire Sunderland team? I'm going to run out there.
You'd score more goals than Falcao.
True. But
I think, you'd have to favour United. I think there'll be a backlash from last week.
if I'd hold them on more.
3-1.
Van Persie's out, so of course more likely to maybe go for Rooney up top alone and pack the midfield.
3-1 United is what I'm going to go with.
I'm going to say 4-1 United.
Ooh, okay.
I reckon something will spark. Newcastle versus Aston Villa. The two worst sides possibly in the league at the moment.
Yeah, it's not going well for either of them. 0-0. It's going to be a ball draw for me.
1-0 Aston Villa.
You think Aston Villa are going to win a game?
Yeah. I think
What?
Newcastle are that bad.
I suppose Tim Sherwood... No, I'm going to go 0-0.
Okay. Stoke City versus Hull City. Close one, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to claim...
It's going to be a good game. Both sides won last week with late winners.
Yeah, I'm going to say Stoke City are just going to nick it 2-1.
I'm going to go with an exciting game. I'm going to go 3-2 Stoke.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That was very old-woman-y. West Bromwich Albion versus Southampton. Southampton are look to come back from last week. West Brom improved since under Tony Pulis.
What I think will happen, I think Tony Pulis is going to he's going to have a plan for Southampton. And they don't look in good goal scoring form. Southampton. Pella can't seem to score at all.
I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
I'm going to go 2-1 West Brom.
Okay. And we look ahead to the Sunday fixtures, where of course the big game of the weekend is happening.
This is the really big game.
Yes. Well, in fact, two big games, I suppose.
Well, yeah, that's very true. But the 12 o'clock kickoff.
Liverpool versus Manchester City. It's gonna be a close one.
It's going to be a close one. My heart says that at Anfield, with the spirit of last season, we can nick this one. City.
What's your head say?
Well, it's going to be a very difficult game for us. There will be goals.
Yeah, I think that's almost undeniable.
But I just.
Well, are City going to be hurt after Barcelona, or are they going to still be?
Yeah, but likewise, Liverpool are going to be hurt.
I would argue you're not going to be hurt as much.
Suarez showed how to play against City.
I think Suarez showed how to play against Premier League teams.
He mugged company right off.
Yeah.
All game.
After claiming he's had harder games at Stoke away. Maybe wasn't the best comment to throw out there. But overall, this is going to be quite a close one to call.
It is. This is what I'm really having to think about. This.
Liverpool have been resurgent in the past few games, obviously undefeated. I think this is going to be the game that ends their unbeaten run. I'm going to go for a 3-2 win for Manchester City.
It'll be the odd. It will be the odd.
I'm going to add a bit more to it. Wilfried Bony to get the winner.
There are always goals in these games. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool.
Arsenal Everton.
This should be a good game, really. Everton have a very good recent record against Arsenal, given.
Came very close to beating them at the start of the season.
They did. Well, I think they drew and won against them
last season.
and they should really
Have won against them earlier
won
this
against
season.
them this season. So the
But-
Emirates, Arsenal are actually in reasonably good form at the moment, and
Apart from,
Everton
the
are
Monaco,
struggling.
apart from the Monaco
Well,
defeat,
yeah, that's the other thing. So defensively against Monaco, they were appalling.
Mertesacker was awful.
Yeah, he was. He was all over the place. That was. I'm quite pleased with that result, actually, personally.
Yeah, so was I. After claiming
I
it.
was just a bit
But part of me wants them to stay in so they've got more games so they can't quite challenge for that third and fourth spot. But I am going to say... I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to say
1-1 draw.
I'm going to say 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
I think Everton will hold the lead and Arsenal will come back and get another goal.
And then that just leaves us with
the midweek games. But
no.
but I was going to say, because we had the midweek games, obviously, we're going to be doing another video close to the time.
We'll probably do that on Monday.
Yes, we'll be doing that on Monday.
But
the hometown
games.
So we'll start with Oxford.
Oxford, I travelled to Portsmouth.
Mm.
I went to the reverse of this fixture at the start of the season.
Yeah.
And it was a narrow defeat for Oxford. But Portsmouth are 13th. It's yet another season where they're not going to go up like they their
Always
massive
hope.
fan base deserves, really.
It's probably the biggest fall of a club maybe in English history.
I've always sort of favoured Southampton over Portsmouth, but
Yeah.
it's not nice to see such a club. I mean, in
It's a big club.
2008 they were in the UEFA Cup as it still was, and now they're in League Two.
It's definitely a fall that you don't like to see clubs go through. But if you
I
have to pick a
think
result,
Oxford. I'm going to go positive again. I'm going to go 1-0 Oxford.
I'm going to play it safe, seeing as I know nothing about Portsmouth form or Oxford's form. I did no research like I should have done. I'm just going to go for 1-0. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. But Brighton and Bolton on the Bolton versus Brighton on the other hand, relegation battle, I suppose, technically at the bottom.
Neil Lennon has, to a degree, helped Bolton.
To a degree, but they're still in a sort of
they're
unstable
actually,
situation.
They're behind you in the league now.
Yeah.
Because of your thrilling win last week against Birmingham, a match which I said would finish 0-0.
Yeah.
4-3.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of shows
That
how
was
much we
very
even
wrong.
know about the game or how unpredictable football is. But, which I didn't get the score, but I called the result. I'm going to say Brighton also beat Leeds 2-1, which is a great result. 2-1 or was it 2-0? God, I'm getting confused now.
You're a fucking Brighton fan.
I can't remember. I've been very busy this week. But I'm going to say Brighton to win this.
2-1 Bolton.
I'm going to say Brighton to win this comfortably. I'm going to say 2-0 Brighton.
There you go.
Right, so that is the end. Those are our predictions for the week. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And we'll be back next week with another prediction video and a roundup of this weekend action.
Indeed.
So, see you next time.
And enjoy the weekend's football.
Yes.
Bye, guys.